Hi there, folks. So, another three terrorist attacks have occurred in London last night. From what I've heard, the three attackers have been shot and killed. They've managed to kill 7 civilians during these attacks and injured at least 48. Before this was even confirmed that it was Islamic terror, I think we all knew it was Islamic terror, except for the left somehow. Somehow they don't know how to put two and two together. It's unbelievable. Every time one of these attacks occurs and the news comes out, people have died, it's been a vehicle of some sort ramming into people. The attacker has got out with a gun or a knife and either tried to shoot people or stab people or a suicide bomber or something. Somehow the left always seems to hold its breath that this is a far-right extremist or something like that, or a British nationalist or something like that. How do they not know how to put two and two together? I mean, this is the holy month of Ramadan. We're seeing attacks everywhere. We're just after an attack a week and a half ago already in Manchester. There was a busload of Christians killed in Egypt. There was a spat of suicide attacks in Kabul and other places in the Middle East very, very recently too. How do you not know how to put two and two together at this point? I'm sick of apologetics from Islam. And I'm sort of reading through the reactions here of politicians. Apparently Theresa May is getting tougher on this, which I hope she is. But it's too little too late at this point. We should have been dealing with this a long time ago. We should have been aware of the fact that when these migrants come over, they form little ghettos, and even within Britain or throughout the EU, that these Muslims form ghettos and they sort of cling together in these groups and they start insulating themselves. And what happens is then that acts as like an echo chamber for their own extreme views. And listen, I can't stress this enough, right? It might be one person driving that truck or van or car into a crowd of people, but it was a community that supported that person's views, that validated their extremism. In short, it takes a community to raise a terrorist. And I can say that as someone who lived in a country with terrorism, okay? It takes a community to raise a terrorist. So even if all the other Muslims aren't directly involved in the extremism, they're still supporting the views and the ideology that encourage the attackers to go out there and do what they're doing, because they're not being challenged, because they live in little echo chambers. So The Guardian has been pointing out Theresa May's reaction to this, and that she seems getting tougher on it, like I said. I'll just read a wee bit from this article here. Outside 10 Downing Street, just 12 hours after the London Bridge attacks, she declared that there's far too much tolerance of extremism in our country and said we must deny any safe spaces for the extremists and assert the superiority of British values. That all sounds good, but I'm not really convinced that Theresa May is going to do anything, because, you know, it just seems too late at this point. That's the easiest way I can put it. It's just too late. We left it too long, and there's still so many people that can't put two and two together on the left. The Prime Minister made no mention of Islamist extremism in her Downing Street statement in the immediate aftermath of the Manchester attack, not even to stress, as Prime Ministers before had done, that radical Islamist ideology is a perversion of the faith of Islam. Well, I could argue that that's not really the case. Like I said, it takes a community to raise a terrorist. There has to be more than that one person with that hateful ideology to propel, to encourage one of these attackers to do what they do. So it's not entirely a perversion. I mean, if you look through the Quran, there are tons and tons of verses in the Quran that justify violence. Quran 4 verse 74. Let those fight in the way of Allah who sell the life of this world for the other. Whoso fighteth in the way of Allah, be he slain or be he victorious, on him we shall bestow a vast reward. It's ridiculous. You know, I refuse to remain complacent on this. I will continue to speak up every time one of these attacks happens in the UK, but I fear I'm just going to be repeating myself over and over again, unfortunately. Thanks for listening anyhow.